Just a couple of years ago, there was such a great promise for the Arab Spring. But throughout the region, poverty and hunger has risen dramatically. In Egypt, more than a quarter of the population are, by UN standards, poor and malnourished. The same figure, about 25%, are illiterate. Well, Mama Maggie is someone who is trying to make a difference. From a privileged early life in the upper classes of Egypt and a dynamic job, Maggie Gobran had everything, then gave that up to help children of Cairo's slums. And you can see she's joined us now. Mama Maggie, thank you for being part of our programme today. What brought about that change in your life?
It's mainly the love. When you already feel your heart is beating and some children who needs you, you cannot stop it.
But you were a professor of computer science. You were working in academia. You'd become brilliant at your job. What made you give all that up?
When I visited the poor areas for the first time, the children came around and held my arms and said, "Don't leave us." And I could see my own children's eyes looking at me and saying, "We need you." And I just felt I cannot leave them alone.
And is part of your calling your faith? Is that important to you?
Of course, you know, the human being is body, mind, and spirit. And when three of them are united, you can do miracles. And every human who needs help, we feel this is our job to help each other. The more we give, the more we receive.
Let me bring in my regular guests, Jeffrey Robinson standing by in New York and Armstrong Williams, who's in Washington. Armstrong, this is an extraordinary and humbling tale.
I would love for our guests to convey just the devastation, what is required, not just money, but maybe resources that from the United States, maybe food and clothing, I mean, just shoes and towels, soap, that ordinary things that we take for granted, because obviously you come from a middle-class family, but when you see poverty, it's nothing like you've ever seen before. So talk about what you've seen, and just talk about just how the Arab Spring exacerbated the situation and in no way made it better.
They do need food, bread, but they need love and acceptance. They are naked from clothes, but they need their identity, self-respect and self-esteem. And that's what we are trying to do. We first went to help them. They helped us to be better people. They need everything that you can imagine.
And from us observing your part of the world from afar, particularly afar, I guess, in the Americans' case, the Arab Spring seemed to have so much hope about it. But is the reality it's made life worse for many people rather than better?
Yes. I've seen many of them being so successful, and they come back and they say, because I've learned in one of your centers, I want to serve with you to help other generations to become successful like me.
Yeah, Mama Maggie, you are an inspiration to the world. God bless you, and long may you wave. I think what you're doing is absolutely fantastic. But let me ask, what help are you getting from the outside world, outside of Egypt? And what hurdles do you encounter inside Egypt?
Thank you, sir. And the best thing is to find the person having reconciliation with his own self. If we got inner peace, we can present peace. If we got the joy from inside, then we can present joy to others from outside to outside. And that is what we have learned over many years, that everything comes from inside.
Are you receiving any help from the...
Of course, all the good hearts, we are all human, When you find someone, a human, needs your help, you immediately stretch your hand and help. We receive help from all over the world, and we receive thanks from all over the world, because when they help, they receive more than what they give. Yes, we do receive from everywhere.
Maggie, you can set an example to us all in your generosity and your belief in the power of inner peace and a lot of the positivity coming from the self. But in the real world, politics plays a part. Governments play a part, don't they? They create the sort of country that other people either enjoy or they suffer the consequences of poverty. What do you say to the politicians who are in charge?
I would say thank you if you're doing honestly a good job. We're grateful and thankful. And I would say please every now and then review your own peace, inner peace. If what you're doing is really for the good of others, then rejoice.
And for the Coptic Christians, that particular denomination, do you feel your faith, your very lives are under threat right now?
We thank God. Right now, we are in the best situation ever for many years. And we love our country, we love our president, and we love our people. And we're looking forward for many years, the best to come.
Maggie Gobran, a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for joining us today.